It is relentless, dangerous, and gripping the country. A major heat wave this weekend has prompted officials in 17 states to issue heat warnings and advisories. Take a look at this temperature map of the nation today. You'll find several large areas of 90s and a patch that saw highs above 100 degrees. At least 2 hot weather-related deaths have been reported, and forecasters say the high heat is expected to spread over the next few days. Cynthia Bowers begins our coverage.
A heat advisory remains in effect through this evening for areas along Interstate 35.
It's been so hot for so long in Oklahoma, the governor called for a statewide day of prayer in hope of some divine intervention. For 47 straight days, temperatures in Oklahoma City have been 90 or more. There has been only one day below 100 so far this month, and it's expected to be 100 degrees or more through at least Friday. This summer's searing heat is setting new standards. This month alone, high temperature records have been tied or broken over 800 times. A half dozen cities not only broke records for a particular day, but set all-time highs since records have been kept.
Never in my life have I seen it this dry.
Extremely dry weather is blamed on fires that have already burned nearly 5 million acres in the Southwest so far this summer. This is the driest start to the year ever in New Mexico. The U.S. Drought Monitor released Thursday showed 29% of the country in drought, 12% of the country in exceptional drought, the largest extent on record. 3/4 of Texas is in that exceptional drought, 40% of Oklahoma as well, a 10% rise in just 1 week, which means tough times for plants and animals.
It's a tough year, for all crops involved, and ultimately there's probably some producers that don't survive for another year.
One shelter in Texas has been overrun with young deer rescued because hungry mothers can't feed their young.
They're abandoned because the mothers don't have food to eat, and if they don't have food to eat, they can't produce milk.
This latest heat wave here in Chicago, which began today and will continue throughout the week, is also marked by high humidity. That made 94 here feel like well over 100. It also makes it more difficult for the body to cool itself down, and thus, Russ, it's more dangerous.
Cynthia Bowers in Chicago. Thank you. For more on the heat wave and what we can expect, let's go to meteorologist Jeff Baradelli at our Miami station WFOR. And Jeff, of course, it is summertime. It's supposed to be hot out there. But any reason in particular why this heat wave is hitting so many spots?
We just have a really big area of high pressure, a big ridge as we call it, which keeps expanding across the United States. In fact, during the day today, a huge chunk of the upper Midwest is under excessive heat warnings for feels-like temperatures around 110 to 115 degrees.
Okay, let's look down the road. What can we expect in the next few days?
As we head through the upcoming week, especially towards the end of the week, all that heat's going to be moving eastward towards the eastern seaboard. And that means cities like New York, Philadelphia, D.C., and Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina probably will be right near 100 degrees with feels-like temperatures up to 110. That's by the end of the week. Here's the good news. It looks like we're going to finally break this heat wave across much of the nation in about 7 to 10 days from now. And that's great news for everyone, I'm sure.
That is great news. Jeff Baradelli of our Miami station, WFOR. Thanks a lot.